So bring the hands above the shoulder, cross and interlace the fingers. Now take a deep breath in, hold your breath. While breathing out, turn laterally to the right side. Keep the hands straight, elbows straight. Only come down as much as you can comfortably come. Breathing in, come back to the center. Hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally twist to the left side. As much as you can comfortably go. Keep the elbows straight. Breathing in, come back to the center. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bring the hands from the side very slowly in a controlled manner. Second round. Breathing in, bring both the hands up, interlace them. Hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally bend to the right side. Hold your breath, elbows straight. Breathing in, come back to the center, hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side. This is a bending that you normally don't give to the spine. So give it as much as you can comfortably give. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath. Breathing out, very gently bring the hands back. Slowly in a controlled manner along with the breath. Last round. Take the hands up, interlace them on top. Breathe in completely and hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally bend to the right side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come back to the center. Hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come back to the center. And then breathing out, bring it down. Now when you're doing this, you can also start breathing in while bringing the hands up. And after it comes there, you can hold your breath and then start this. So either way, either you bring the hands up, then breathe in and then breathe out. Or while breathing in, bring the hands up. So one last round, let us practice. Start breathing in, bringing the hands up. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bend laterally to the right side. Keep the elbows straight. Keep them closer to the ears. Keep the arms closer to the ears. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side, keeping the arms close to the ears. Elbows straight. Bend only as much as you can comfortably bend. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath. And then breathing out, very slowly, come back. And then sit down and relax. Sit down in a meditative asana in preparation for the start of the program. Just focus your attention on your breath. And also now we have learned the abdominal breathing. So focus your attention on the abdomen as well. When you're breathing in, let the abdomen expand like a watermelon at the lower pelvis. Hold it there. And then breathing out, let it go inside. And let the chest expand, pushing the air out completely. Just be focused on this breath. Expanding the abdomen when breathing in. Contracting the abdomen while breathing out. Watch each breath. And be observant of the breath. When the mind wanders, takes you to unwanted thoughts, bring it back to focus on the abdomen and the breath. Continue the focus till I start blowing the shank, signaling the start of the program. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected against all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating my layer of protection in 3 layers. On the outermost layer, I have 6 creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front of me, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, a peacock above me with the wings spread, an eagle above me with the wings spread out, and a black tortoise below me. These 6 friendly creatures are protecting me from 6 different directions against all negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Inside of that, I have a ring with balls of fire. I am lighting the balls. The fire is going up all around, creating a protective wall around me that consummates all negative energies, external viruses, and antibodies. And the 3rd layer of protection I'm creating from the subtle energy of the vibrations of the sound of Om. You will start from Muladhara Chakra. The petal will change, the color will change, but your visualization of the color emerging through the Sushumna Nadi inside the spinal cord, emerging out from the center of your head, falling all around you like a fountain, creating a protective layer will continue to be the same. Take your attention to your perineum between the anus and the genitals for men, at the cervix for women. Visualize a 4-petal lotus and the color red emerging out. Take a deep breath in for chanting mantra Om. Take a deep breath in again. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana Chakra at the spinal terminus of the coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, color orange will come up. Take a deep breath in and increase the pitch a little more. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Manipura Chakra behind the navel, 10-petal lotus, color yellow will come up. Take a deep breath in, increasing the pitch a little more. Take your awareness to Anahata Chakra behind the heart center. 12-petal lotus, color green will come up. Increase the pitch further. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness behind the throat pit, Vishuddhi Chakra, 16 petal lotus, color blue will come up, increase the pitch further. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Agnya Chakra behind the eyebrow center, 2 petal lotus, color indigo will come up. Increase the pitch further. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to the center of top of the head, Sahasrara Chakra, 1000 petal lotus, color white will come up. Increase the pitch further. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantra. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadidamastu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Interlace all your fingers, left and thumb erect, right and index finger and thumb around the left and direct thumb. Keep your hands near the chest in Linga Mudra. Make your sankalpa for Mahamrityunjaya mantra. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All the brain cells and the body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in effort for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for both of you to reside inside me in your effulgence form. If you know the mantra, chant along. Otherwise, just a sankalpa roll around in your mind and be in the awareness of vibrations of the mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Gently disengage your fingers, keep them on your knees. Just focus your awareness on your body posture. Pay special attention to your spinal cord. Feel the steadiness of your body at this position. You're as rock steady like a rock. Feel all the cells are rejuvenated. Feel a renewed strength emerging inside you that gives you the courage and the determination to face the environment as it is, to face up to challenges as they are thrown at you, and to accept what comes your way as divine blessings. Feel yourself completely rooted in the ground, in Mother Earth. Feel a sense of confidence that Mother Earth will always provide for you for all the necessities of your life. She is benevolent and ever caring. See a new confidence and courage emerging inside you. And with that sense of confidence and courage, gently lie down on your back for body scan. Hands by the side of the body, legs slightly spread out, palms facing the sky. Become aware of the posture in which you are lying. And then bring your attention to your feet. How are the toes? Are they all relaxed? You can mentally command them to relax. How are the soles of the feet? Can you feel any sensation? Pay attention to see if you can feel the pulse of the blood flow in the sole of the feet. Can you feel any other sensation, like a sensation to itch or a slight twitch or a pain? Whatever sensation comes to your mind, can you feel it? Can you locate the source of that sensation exactly where it is in the feet? Now bring attention to your heels and then see how the feet are. Are they completely flopped on the sides in the floor, or are they slightly raised away from the floor? If they are raised away from the floor, are they symmetrically raised on the right side and the left side? If you were to mentally measure the angle between the floor and the ankle, will it be the same on the right side and the left side? If you feel they are different, try to make some adjustment to make them symmetrical. How are your heels in relationship to the ground? Pay attention to how they are pressing against the ground. Do you feel they are pressing very hard? They are pressing very light? And are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? Pay attention. You're only making awareness of your own self. You're not making any changes. If they press differently, they press differently. Let it be. Just bring your awareness to them, that's all. Now bring awareness to your legs from the ankle up to the knees. How much of it is touching the ground? Do you feel any gap between the place just below the ankle and the ground? Or is that also touching the ground? Pay attention. Then how are the back of the knees? Are they flushed against the ground? If you feel they are flushed against the ground, just put your fingers below the knees and see if they will penetrate. If they do, then they have not flushed. Then pay attention to the space between the knees and the hip bone. Is the entire thigh on the backside touching the ground, flushed against the ground? If they are not, which are the points where they are raised above the ground? Then relax both the hips and the hip joints. We will be working on them today. Now pay attention to your spinal cord. Start from the tailbone. Is it touching the ground or is it above? If it is above the ground, what is the gap in terms of millimeters? Check your coccyx. Is it touching the ground? If not, what is the difference in millimeters? Then pay attention to each vertebrae, the 5 lumbar vertebrae, the 12 thoracic vertebrae, and the cervical vertebrae up to the neck region. Are all of them touching the ground? One by one you scan. If not, just make mental note of which ones are not touching the ground. Then pay attention to back of the neck and the gap between the back of the neck and the ground. Mentally measure the gap. Visualize you're putting a rolled up towel underneath to remove the gap. How big that roll will be, make an assessment. And later on, when you have time, you can check whether your imagination and the actual measure of the roll matches or it is different. Now pay attention to the lower back and relax both the lower back, right and left. Relax your mid back. Relax the upper back. Relax both the shoulders and see whether they are aligned along the floor or are they raised above from the floor. Then pay attention to the shoulder, to the arms at the elbow. Are they completely on the ground or are they raised above the ground near the shoulder? Then the elbows, how are they pressing on the ground? Are they gentle? Are you pressing hard? Then pay attention to the forearm from the elbow up to the wrist. Are they completely on the ground? Is the wrist of both the hands on the ground? Then relax both the fingers and the palm. Now bring your attention to the back of the head, relax it. Top of the head and relax it. Now all the facial muscles, one by one, relax them as I name them. Forehead, eyebrow center, eyebrows, eyelids, eyes, nose, lips, tongue, teeth, cheeks, ears, jaw. Gently open the jaw and close it slowly to make sure it is relaxed. Then bring your attention to your neck on the front side. Relax your thyroid, parathyroid gland. Now come to the chest. Take three long breaths. As you breathe in, feel the abdomen expand and feel the chest expanding completely on all the sides, right, left, front and back. Relax your heart and lungs. Feel the heart beating very nicely. Feel the effect of the lungs pumping in and out the air from the body. Sucking in good fresh air with oxygen, pushing out stale air with carbon dioxide. Now pay attention to your diaphragm. When you're breathing in with the abdomen expanding with the lower pelvis expanding like a watermelon, feel the diaphragm go down all the way. And then when you're breathing out with the abdomen going towards the body, feel the diaphragm coming out nicely and pushing the chest out with all the stale air being pushed out. Feel this movement of the diaphragm. Now relax your liver, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, stomach. Relax your kidneys, intestine, bladder, and genitals. One last time, scan your body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. Then pay attention to the backside and see whether more of the body is now touching the ground. And then very gently become aware of the posture in which you're lying. Become aware of the relaxed state of your body and gently open and close your fingers. Fold your arms and stretch them back. Fold your legs and stretch them back. And then get ready for the practice. You will lie in the same position. We are going to work on the walking motions today. What we are going to attempt is, in the lying down position, we will try and replicate the walking motion so that we will get the horizontal rotation of your pelvis and the vertical rotation at the hip joints in operation. And once we have learned and practiced all this, we will actually stand up and experiment a little bit with walking today. So when you're lying down, in that same position, just let the right leg slide down forward. When the right leg slides down, see the left leg coming up a little bit, shortening. This is similar to your walking motion. Then stretch the left leg, let the right leg come inside, becoming short. And imagine in this motion of stretching the right, then the left, you're actually jogging in a slow motion. So when you jog or when you walk, one leg straightens out, the other leg folds up, the straightened leg takes the weight of the body, and the folded leg is getting ready to land on the ground and take the weight. Imagine the same thing happening. When the right leg is lengthening, feel it take the weight, the left leg relaxes. When the left leg stretches, feel it is taking the weight, the right leg relaxes. As you start doing this more and more, feel the legs are coming up a little more and see how the pelvis is moving. Pay attention to what is happening to the pelvis as you are doing this. And when you relax the pelvis, the movement will become even more. The body will be swinging from the right side to the left side. When the right is stretching, it will twist on the left. When the left is stretching, the twist will be on the right. Comfortably be in this movement. Imagine you are jogging slowly. Enjoy this twist. Let the pelvis get the nice twist. This is part of the vertical twist that we are talking about. And then stretch and relax for some time. And now you can look at the screen. You will fold both the legs. You will keep some space between the right and the left so that the knees are a little wide apart. Now in this position, First movement will be, you will drop the right knee, it will come in between the knees and the legs of the left. So it will come like this. And while doing this, your right side of the pelvis will lift up completely. So the more you can lift it up, the more this knees will come down. And this is the horizontal twist that is required to happen when you want to walk smoothly. So be aware of this. Once you have done this, the second movement will be the left knee will come on the right side and the left side of the pelvis will rotate. And then when you have done this, we will do alternate movement, right first, then left. Right first, then left. That is a complete walking rotation that we are making the pelvis experience right now. So get ready. Fold the legs up, widen them a little bit, spread it out so that it can come down nicely. And then when you're breathing out, let the right knee drop down towards the left. Only the left knee will stay. Only the right knee will drop down. So spread it out a little more so that it can come below it. Spread the legs a little more, even more. Yeah. The left leg, spread it more. Take it out a little more. No, not like that. Correct. Yeah. Now try and come. Try and keep the knee straight. The left knee should be straight. The left knee should be straight. 5 times. Each time breathing out, the knee comes down. Breathing in, the knee comes up. Geeta, I can't see your screen. Can you adjust the camera a little bit? Thanks. Kala, I cannot see you. Once you have finished 5 rounds, stretch both the legs and relax so that I know you have completed 5 rounds. Larissa, can you keep your video on, please? So relax, stretch your legs out and bring them back. Get ready, bring the knees back up. Now let the left knee drop down to the right side while breathing out. If you can take the right foot a little forward and allow it to fall, the knee to fall inside the feet, it will be even better. Five rounds and then stretch your legs. Now see how the body is. Pay attention to what is happening on the backside. Do you feel the knees are flushing more on the ground now? Has more of your spinal cord started touching the ground as compared to what it was before? What do you feel at the hip joints? Do you feel the hip joints are loosening up a little bit, allowing you to rotate them wonderfully? And now get ready for the alternate movement. So once again, bring both the legs up. Keep distance between the legs. And then breathe in. While breathing out, let the right knee drop to the left side. Lift the right side of the body and the pelvis. Give it a nice rotation. Bring the right knee up. While breathing in. While breathing out, let the left knee drop down. Then breathing in, bring the left knee up. While breathing out, let the right knee drop down. Then again, left knee drops down. And keep alternating 10 times, very slowly, with complete awareness. Count slowly one by one. Count slowly one by one. Both the knees should not drop. One knee standing up, the other knee only drops. Once you've completed 10 rounds, stretch your legs and relax. Do it slowly. Feel the pelvis rotation. This rotation of the pelvis is very important for a good walking motion. We are getting your brain to understand it and allow the pelvis to rotate nicely, making your walking much more smoother. Do it slowly. First right side drops down, then the left side. Alternate movement. Larissa, if keeping the video on is creating a problem, you can switch it off. Now stretch your legs and relax if you have completed 10 rounds. Now relax for some time. Once again, paying attention to your back, how much of your spinal cord is now touching. At each stage, notice any changes, any improvements, even if they are very small changes, very minute improvements, pay attention to them. That will increase your own internal awareness of your own body. Now, once again, pay attention on the screen to get to know the next movement. We'll be keeping both the legs folded. In this, we will try to lengthen the right side of the body by lifting it a little bit, and that will make the right knee and the leg move a little forward, and then I will bring it back. Once again, lengthen the right side, the knee moves forward, I bring it back. And then I will lengthen the left side, the left knee moves forward, and then I bring it back. When the left knee is moving, see how the right knee is trying to drop towards the right side. Be aware of that. And then we will do alternate. First I will stretch the right, then I will stretch the left. Right, then left. Right, then left. This is similar to the movement we did earlier, except that we are keeping the knees straight instead of them dropping down. So this is once again the vertical stretch that you are giving, to be aware of it. So keep the legs folded. Now try and lengthen the right side. The right knee should move forward, not side. Once again, pay attention. If there is a confusion, let me just show you on this side. It should go like this, forward, come back. It will go forward, come back. The right side of the pelvis, if up to the shoulder, will all come up. Only then it will move forward. More the body comes up, more it can go straight forward. And then on the left side. So when the left side is coming up, there will be a twist at the lower spine, a curvature, concave curvature. Be aware of that. Get ready. Slowly start 10 times, only stretching the right leg forward. Only stretching the right leg forward. Correct. Only the right side. So only this should come forward. Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Once you have completed 10 rounds, then relax.
Jay,
Then, yeah.
the body will slightly lift.
Yes, it has to lift on the right side completely.
Okay.
Up to the shoulder. Only then you will be able to move it forward.
Okay.
And this is the motion that happens when you are walking. You will realize when we walk up, get up and walk.
Ramesh.
Hmm.
So I feel as though I'm stretching and extending my entire right side.
Correct.
How much further should I push it out?
As much as your body can push it up.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Up to your limit.
Okay.
Try and keep it straight instead of bending to the left side. Karno. Try to move it straight. See, if you're walking in, you lift the knee up straight and take it down straight. Yes, correct. That's right. Yeah, let it go as much as it can go in that direction. Yes, lovely. Correct. Correct. And once you have finished on the right side, please do it on the left side. And when you have completed 10 rounds on the left, please stretch your legs. Don't cheat, count 10 on your own. Lakshmi, don't move to the right and left. Let it go straight. Move it straight forward. Yes, correct, like that. It is still going towards, it's still tilting. Stop the tilt. If you don't stretch it too much, that's okay. Stretch it a little less, but try to keep it straight. Yes, that's right. Now it's better. Very good. Very good. All of you are doing well now. Got the movement. Very good. Relax. You can actually feel how much the body is still got rigidity inside the lower back. Yeah. I mean, just for the benefit of others, I'm a participant in the center. So we're just talking and you were saying, you realize very late how rigid the body has become. So just we were laughing on that. Now fold both the legs up once again. And we will do alternate. First, you will stretch the right Then bring it back, stretch the left. Bring it back, stretch the right. Bring it back, stretch the left. Bring it back, stretch the right. Bring it back, stretch the left. 10 rounds and then stretch it. Then stretch both the legs. Mahesh, you are swinging to the right and left. No swinging. Just keep it steady. See, once again, let me demonstrate if you want. So you don't see me swinging. Many of you are going like this, like this. That should not happen. It should be straight movement, straight movement, straight movement. If you lift the body on the right side, when you're stretching this, it will go. When you lift the left side of the body, the left knee will go forward. Try and lift the body up. As the muscles become flexible, smooth, relaxed, the body will also lift easily. If it is not lifting, the muscles are still contracted. So be aware, let the muscles relax, it will go forward. Get that nice, gentle walking swing. Get the nice, gentle, very good, Karnu. Nice, gentle walking swing. Once everybody has completed, we will go to the next movement. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Somebody has finished faster, that's okay. That is, can you just do it 2 rounds? I didn't notice how you're doing so. Very good. Very good. Good. Stretch your legs out and relax. Now, we will more or less replicate a complete walking motion. So you'll fold both the legs up and then you will stretch your left leg forward. All right? If you want, first watch. And in this motion, I will lift the right side up, stretching the right leg forward, bringing the left leg backwards, making it shorter. Then I will come back. I will lift the left knee, stretch the right leg. Then I will stretch the left leg forward, bringing the right leg back. Okay, I'll show you on the other side also. I stretch the right leg and then while taking the right knee forward, I'm taking the left knee back in a typical walking motion. Then I bring the left leg up, stretch the right leg, and when I'm stretching the right knee forward, I'm bringing the right leg backward, shortening the leg in the walking motion. And then I do this way. Then I bring this. All right? So go ahead.
Isn't just a question?
Yeah.
Isn't it more or less an involuntary action if you move your left?
Yeah, you're actually making it voluntary right now, so that when you actually walk, the brain would start recording it, and even in your walking, involuntarily, the same swinging will start happening, and your walking will become smoother.
Okay, so you're asking us to just pay attention to that because it's...
Yes, exactly. Okay. Very correct. That's the whole idea in somatic practices. The more you pay attention, the greater it registers. The more it registers, the better it gives you benefit. Yeah, Sunil.
So your body will lift a little when you stretch one leg.
Yeah. For example, when I am stretching my right leg, my right side will have to lift. And when this lifts nicely, automatically the left will start pulling back, you see. Just try it. You don't even have to consciously pull the leg back. When you try to push the right knee forward, the left, it's a natural walking motion. So you're replicating it, it happens automatically. Just try it. But the right side of the body will lift when you're stretching the right side. Only then it will lift. And only then it will move forward. Otherwise it will not. One leg is straight. If you're stretching the right, left is straight. And then bring the left back, stretch the right. Kala, I can see your back relaxing more and more now. Very good. Once you finish 10 rounds, please stretch your legs and relax. Take some rest before we go to the next level. Once again, feel your body now. How is the back touching the ground? Has more of the spinal cord started touching it? How is the back of the knees when you stretch your legs? Are they completely flush on the ground now? And then gently turn to one side, and the way I have told you, get up and stand up. Be consciously aware as to how you are getting up. Aruna, that was perfect way of getting up. Now, keep the hands by the side of the body, and what you're going to do is learn to shift the weight from one leg to the other. So gently bend your left knee a little bit. The body will slightly go in this angle. Watch my body first. When you bend the left knee, the body will swing like this to the right side. The right foot is taking the entire weight of the body. Be conscious of it. Relax the left foot completely, as though it is not taking any weight. Then come back, bend the right knee, and now relax the right completely. Take the entire weight on the left. And then very slowly repeat this swinging. Feel the weight shifting wonderfully from one leg to the other. That is exactly what happens when you walk. The knee that is bending should be completely relaxed. The other leg should take the complete weight of the body. Be aware of this shift in the weight. Be aware of the shift in the weight. Be conscious. See how the body is swinging. And now see how the ball and socket of the hip is nicely rotating. It is capable of 360 degrees rotation because it's a ball and socket joint. You're trying to increase its ability to rotate as much as it can.
I'd like to ask,
Yeah.
when you're doing it, are you pushing your hips in the direction it's going, or are you just moving?
When you bend the leg, the knee may slightly move to the direction For example, if I'm bending the right knee may go a little to the right side and the left side will come up. That will happen. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
So last 3 more rounds and then we'll stop. Okay. Now get ready for the last motion. Now I need to see your upper body. So please adjust your cameras. Mahesh, I can't see your upper body. Now we're going to do some slow walking, understanding what we should do, and then we can increase the speed. So first, I'm going to ask you to keep your right leg forward. When you're keeping the right leg forward, I want you to consciously push the right shoulder behind. The left shoulder will automatically come a little forward. Now take the left leg forward, pushing the left shoulder behind. The right shoulder comes in the front. Then take one more step forward. The right leg comes forward. The right shoulder goes behind. The left automatically comes in the front. And now walk a little more. And you can try and come backwards in the same way. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then when I go back, 1, 1, 1, 1. More if you want, you can come here. Then you can go the entire stretch. So come that side. And now try and do a little fast walking with the swing happening naturally. Okay? And now continue a little more and then we will stop. Yeah. Now pay attention. All of you must be used to going for walks. From today onwards, I want you to pay attention as to how you are walking. Basically, what we say is when the right leg is coming up, the left hand should come forward and the weight shifts onto the right leg when the left knee is rising up and coming forward. When this is coming forward, this goes behind and this comes forward. The right hand automatically sinks forward, giving you a balance. And try and walk like this from today onwards. Okay? Try and do that. And I want you to send me comments as to how you feel when you walk like this. This is the most natural swing of walking. It will appear more graceful. Initially, you may feel very odd, but after some time, you'll find that your walking is actually become more graceful. Yeah, Larissa, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, thanks. Now come back and sit down and just feel how you feel. Just focus your attention on your breathing. Just be aware of your posture in the body. Can you feel the effect of swinging, walking in the form of blood circulation in your body? Just be aware. We have some time now, so we'll chant short Om all together. So I will chant 3 times and then you will join me. Pay attention, keep your body straight, pay attention to your chanting till I tell you to slow down. So I'll chant 3 times. From the 4th time you join me. Om, Om, Om. Join. Om, 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 Om. Slow down. Om, Om, Om. Just pay attention to your breathing. Is your abdomen participating in your breathing naturally now? Can you feel any difference in the calming effect in your body? The effect of home is so powerful that they conducted an experiment in an hospital in Spain where they started running this mantra Om for 20 minutes before a patient was wheeled into the operation theater. They found that those who were given this practice responded wonderfully during the surgery and recuperated much faster as compared to a control group where they were not administered the same Om chanting. And I'm told that even 20 years later now, the hospital continues this practice even today. So feel the calming effect spreading all through your body. And then be in the meditative posture when I blow the shank, be in the vibrations of the sound of the shank. All of you must consider buying a shank and learn to blow it. It is the best anti-COVID vaccine that you can get. Because the more you learn to blow it, the more your lungs will become stronger, the less the virus can impact you. Get ready for Shanti mantras. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Rub your hands nicely, and when they are warm, then gently place them on your eyes. Feel the prana shakti flowing from the warmth of palms into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Observe whatever colors you can see. Hari Om Tat Sat. So see you all on Monday now. Have a great weekend in the meanwhile. And I expect everybody to be present on Sunday. Bye. On Monday, sorry.
Thank you.